The year 2025 witnesses an exhilarating rivalry between Google and ChatGPT in the search landscape. ChatGPT's rapid rise has captivated 300 million users weekly, while Google continues its supreme reign, capturing an impressive 93% of the search market. The contrasting approaches these two platforms take to cater to our search needs are quite revealing. Examining market trends unveils a fascinating narrative. In January 2025, Google amassed a staggering 139.9 billion visits, dwarfing ChatGPT's 4.7 billion. Yet ChatGPT has shown growth, achieving a 2.41% increase. User behaviors across these platforms paint a distinctive picture. Google users typically conduct around 200 searches each month, whereas ChatGPT users average just 15. Choosing between these platforms ultimately hinges on one's specific requirements. Let's embark on a journey to uncover the capabilities of these search titans, delving into their underlying technologies and performance nuances. Our exploration will analyze how each platform addresses varied search scenarios, guiding you towards selecting the most suitable tool for your needs. At the heart of this competition lies their core technologies: GPT-4o versus Google Gemini AI. Their rivalry extends beyond user interface design to fundamental technological differences. While both companies have forged sophisticated AI systems, their unique architectures reveal contrasting philosophies regarding search functionality. Diving deeper, we see that both ChatGPT 4o and Google Gemini thrive on transformer-based structures, as introduced in Google's revolutionary 2017 paper titled "Attention is All You Need." Instead of processing data sequentially, these structures deploy multi-head attention mechanisms, leading to remarkable speed compared to previous models. ChatGPT 4o showcases a multimodal large language model that adeptly handles both text and image inputs. This model crafts human-like responses that seamlessly integrate multiple media types. It utilizes attention mechanisms to bridge text and visual elements to create a cohesive understanding. On the other hand, Google Gemini's customized 2.5 version elevates multimodality, processing text, audio, video, and images simultaneously. While Gemini excels in general reasoning tasks, GPT-4o outshines in mathematical reasoning and code generation. The architectural differences reveal how the models amalgamate diverse input forms. Gemini employs cross-modal attention mechanisms, enabling direct interactions between text and visual representations. ChatGPT, however, focuses on enhancing conversational flow and maintaining context. Next, let's explore their handling of training data in terms of scope and frequency of updates. GPT-4o's knowledge cuts off at October 23, while Gemini extends to November 23. However, both platforms lack direct access to real-time information without supplementary systems. Google's advantage stems from its integration of Gemini with its search infrastructure, allowing immediate access to living data. Unlike ChatGPT, which relies on plugins and external connections, this distinction is crucial for answering time-sensitive queries requiring the latest information. Both companies maintain confidentiality regarding the volume of their training data. Gemini leverages data from Google's vast web index alongside specialized datasets. In contrast, OpenAI emphasizes high-quality training resources like the Pile. Gemini Advanced can process about 2 million tokens, which translates to approximately 1,500 pages of text. On the other hand, ChatGPT Plus is limited to handling 64,000 tokens. This allows Gemini to excel at analyzing lengthy documents and sustaining in-depth conversations. When it comes to real-time capabilities, the divergence between the two platforms becomes more pronounced. Google connects Gemini to its search infrastructure through a query fan-out technique, breaking intricate queries into subtopics while exploring multiple areas concurrently. The introduction of deep search enables Gemini to analyze numerous queries, generating detailed reports in mere minutes. This integration allows for the acquisition of fresh information without requiring retraining. Conversely, ChatGPT relies on plugins and API connections for obtaining real-time updates. While this method offers flexibility, it also depends on third-party services, which may come with limitations. The core model for ChatGPT remains unchanged in the face of updates. Google's Search Live feature allows users to engage with real-time content using their camera, showcasing the contrasting methods Gemini and ChatGPT employ for real-world interactions. Ultimately, the search rivalry is rooted in two different methodologies. Google merges AI with its expansive live index, while ChatGPT operates through a self-contained model powered by external connections. This fundamental distinction influences how these technologies address our queries, significantly shaping their value in diverse search scenarios. The differences between Google and ChatGPT shine brilliantly as users engage with their respective interfaces. Each platform's means of delivering information creates distinctive search experiences that redefine our interactions with online knowledge. Examining their response formats reveals more. Traditional search engines like Google operate on a 10 blue links model, displaying a ranked array of websites accompanied by brief snippets for users to explore independently. Users must sift through multiple sites, assessing article trustworthiness and synthesizing information independently. On the contrary, ChatGPT presents a conversational format that mimics human dialogue. Rather than simply showcasing links, it provides complete AI-generated responses that seamlessly blend details from various sources. This major difference transforms search experiences from link-based interactions into rich, immersive information quests. A side-by-side comparison helps clarify the distinctions. Aspect: traditional Google search, ChatGPT AI search. Response format: ranked list of links, full page. AI-generated response query handling. Single step, keyword based. Multi-step, intent-driven reasoning data sources. Individual websites, combined and summarized from multiple sources, user effort. High, requires scanning and comparing. Low, answers provided in a combined format, ideal for quick lookups, known sites, exploratory queries, comparisons, blending ideas. This transformation shifts the focus from link-based results to answer-based results. Users find themselves spending more time engaging with AI chatbots, often bypassing traditional search results altogether. When it comes to follow-up queries, ChatGPT's conversational interface excels by maintaining context throughout sessions. Traditional search engines treat each query independently. In contrast, ChatGPT remembers past interactions, allowing for a fluid conversation. Imagine a user asking, "What is Azure AI search?" followed by, "How does it compare to OpenSearch?" Traditional engines may provide unrelated results due to their separate processing of queries. However, ChatGPT grasps the conversation's continuity, providing relevant responses linked to earlier questions. This memory feature fosters a natural search flow akin to human dialogue, enabling users to refine their queries or inquire about related topics without redundancy. This results in a seamless exploration process rather than a series of isolated searches. Nonetheless, the AI systems do face limitation. During lengthy interactions, they may lose track of conversation history, especially when handling complex, multi-part queries. Google addresses this issue with its Deep Search feature, which performs hundreds of searches simultaneously to sustain context. Another notable difference lies in their approaches to ads. Google's business model incorporates advertising, prominently marking sponsored results within its search pages. These ads appear labeled as ads across various placements. Conversely, ChatGPT commenced without ads, opting for a subscription-focused model. This leads to a stark contrast. Google displays sponsored content adjacent to organic results, while ChatGPT provides user responses devoid of direct advertising. Google's Search Generative Experience (SGE) shifts the focus to AI-generated results that require businesses to compete for space in AI summaries rather than traditional rankings. This evolution necessitates a strategic pivot in content creation. Companies must prioritize structured data and conversational content. AI-driven search experiences also raise intriguing questions about integrating advertising. Producing AI-generated responses typically incurs greater costs than traditional search results, alongside the absence of established advertising frameworks. Both Google and OpenAI grapple with striking a balance between innovative search features and sustainable revenue streams. Accuracy and timeliness distinguish the rivalry further. Searching for reliable, current information is paramount, as both platforms serve as key information sources that influence decision-making. Focusing on live news and stock updates, Google demonstrates a significant advantage. Its sturdy infrastructure links to live feeds, public APIs, and timely content delivery, making it a reliable source for stock market data, sports updates, or breaking news. For instance, Google's partnerships with financial data providers display dynamic stock information, market trends, and company updates, Although ChatGPT has attempted to include live search features, it struggles with time-sensitive queries compared to Google's highly robust infrastructure built over 2 decades. Additionally, specialized platforms like Stock Titan have emerged to enhance real-time updates, featuring capabilities such as instant news alerts and AI sentiment analysis, but Google remains the leader for immediacy. When considering accuracy, a Columbia University study raised alarm over the prevalence of inaccuracies in AI-generated responses. Discrepancies in reliability between platforms further complicate the landscape. For instance, Perplexity reports a 37% error rate, while Grok 3's figures reach a staggering 94%. Many AI systems deliver inaccurate information with an unsettling degree of confidence. The transparency of sources reveals further distinctions between traditional and AI search methodologies. Aspect: Google Search, ChatGPT, Kush. Display source domains upfront, may lack clear source attribution citation accuracy. Direct links to original material, often fabricates or cites incorrect URLs verification ability. Users can compare multiple sources. Limited capacity to cross-check sources. AI search engines occasionally fabricate or link to defunct URLs. Many responses from Gemini and Grok 3 direct users to sources that do not exist, undermining users' ability to independently verify information. The contrasting performance characteristics between Google Gemini and ChatGPT manifest in their handling of breaking news and time-sensitive details. Google's continuous web indexing architecture provides a natural edge, presenting users with the most immediate online information. ChatGPT's news coverage hinges on whether browsing is activated. With browsing on, it can access and summarize current pages, albeit with certain delays. In the absence of direct web access, ChatGPT is limited to aging training data. In response to user needs, Google has improved its time-sensitive functions through Project Astra's Search Live feature. This innovation enables users to hold real-time conversations about visible scenes captured by their cameras, widening the gap between the two competitors in the arena of breaking news. While ChatGPT excels in merging information and presenting it conversationally, Google stands out for addressing time-sensitive inquiries where accuracy and up-to-date knowledge hold critical weight. Research indicates that AI search tools reduce transparency and user agency, which endangers the reliability of data when users urgently need current information. Thus, your choice between Google and ChatGPT will depend on whether your priority lies in conversational input or factual confidence. Navigating the best use cases involves understanding the unique strengths of both platforms. The divide between Google and ChatGPT demonstrates how each excels in specific domains, allowing them to complement each other instead of competing fiercely. When it comes to creative tasks, including writing, summarizing, and brainstorming, ChatGPT proves invaluable. Facing a blank page, this AI companion emerges as an essential ally, offering unbiased perspectives to spark unexpected creativity. Content creators and marketers gravitate toward ChatGPT for content generation, swiftly drafting emails, blog outlines, or social media posts. Creative blocks, overcoming the dreaded blank page syndrome with new ideas. Collaborative thinking, partnering with an AI that identifies patterns and fills knowledge gaps. For stylistic writing and short stories, ChatGPT outshines Google Gemini in crafting unique content. The latter struggles with originality, occasionally misrepresenting sources in creative tasks. Conversely, Google dominates for quick information retrieval and local searches. Its seamless Maps integration makes it unparalleled for inquiries like pharmacy near me or top attractions in Paris. In various everyday scenarios, Google has the upper hand. Real-time updates. Enjoy swift access to news, sports scores, and weather data thanks to prompt indexing. Local searches. Google's maps deliver accurate location-based insights, far surpassing ChatGPT's basic mapping features. Transactional queries. Google outperforms when it comes to shopping searches and direct booking connections thanks to its extensive infrastructure and partnerships with booking platforms like Skyscanner and Expedia. Google allows users to complete transactions straight from search results. The platforms reveal their contrasts more vividly in multimedia searches. Google's visual layout showcases images, videos, and data in ways that ChatGPT's text-only system can't replicate. The depth of your research will dictate which tool proves more effective. ChatGPT synthesizes diverse information sources into accessible responses, making it an ideal choice for grasping complex subjects. Ultimately, the decision rests on your specific research requirements. Research need, best platform, key advantage. Initial topic exploration. ChatGPT Beresford-like conversational insights, detailed fact-finding. Google, access to an expansive database with accuracy product comparisons. ChatGPT, clear pros and cons in structured evaluations, academic research. Combined approach. Google locates sources. Source. ChatGPT summarizes findings. Researchers appreciate ChatGPT's ability to highlight recent publications, crafting quick overviews that link broad concepts with specific instances, all while identifying patterns across diverse materials. While Google empowers users to evaluate information sources, ChatGPT excels at creating engaging narratives, albeit occasionally at the cost of clarity regarding attribution. Power users have discovered a harmonious synergy. Google serves well for initial research and fact-checking, while ChatGPT delves into deeper analyses and organization. This collaborative method maximizes the strengths of both platforms while compensating for their weaknesses. The 2025 data paints a vivid picture of the Google versus ChatGPT rivalry, revealing the dynamic transformation of search technologies. Although AI alternatives stir excitement, traditional search platforms retain their dominance, while newer entities forge their niche. In the battleground of market share trends, Google firmly holds its ground, processing over 5 trillion searches annually, about 14 billion each day. Google commands a staggering 93.57% share of the search market. Comparatively, ChatGPT handles roughly 37.5 million search-like prompts daily, capturing a modest 0.25% of the market. Nonetheless, ChatGPT claims leadership in the AI chatbot domain with a substantial 59.2% share of the generative AI landscape. In comparison, Microsoft Copilot enjoys 14.4%, while Google Gemini trails at 13.5%. These shares have remained stable throughout 2024-2025, with ChatGPT consistently holding a hefty 73-75% of the AI chatbot market. Google's search traffic has seen a slight rise of 1.4% from May 2023 to May 2024, dispelling predictions that AI would curtail Google's status. It appears that these platforms may coexist as partners rather than adversaries. The disparity in user behavior between the platforms is noteworthy. ChatGPT boasts around 400 million weekly users, averaging about 122.48 million daily visitors. In stark contrast, Google reaches approximately 6.5 billion unique visitors each month. Distinct usage patterns emerge, such as ChatGPT managing about 1 billion messages per day, Google processing a whopping 14 billion searches daily, users spending an average of 8 minutes and 13 seconds per ChatGPT session, direct traffic accounting for 79.77% of ChatGPT's visits. Age, demographics also significantly influence usage habits. Among Gen Z's 18 to 26, AI search tool adoption jumps to 82%, while millennials frequently alternate between traditional and AI search options. Baby boomers 59 to 76 show a marked preference for traditional searches, with merely 45% exploring AI alternatives. Search behavior in 2025 reflects a multi-channel landscape, with users adapting platforms to their needs. Approximately 71.5% of individuals utilize AI tools for searches, but only 14% engage them habitually. Traditional engines like Google or Microsoft Bing remain the leading choice for 79.8% seeking general information. Patterns of usage unfold clearly across platforms. About 30% of AI users navigate to Google when searching for supplementary links, while 15% of Google users turn to ChatGPT for better understanding. This interplay illustrates users' adeptness at leveraging each platform's strengths. Duration spent varies amongst platforms. Google users typically find what they seek within a minute, while LLM users invest around 3 minutes, reporting twice the satisfaction. Notably, ChatGPT users frequently refine their searches, with 43% revising queries often, compared to 33% of all internet users. Each tool shines in its own realm. Google excels at providing general information searches, while AI tools like ChatGPT take the lead in product evaluations and recommendations. The choice between Google and ChatGPT hinges more on the specific task at hand than on overall performance. Privacy practices and business models underpin significant differences in how Google and ChatGPT manage user data, thus shaping user trust and platform sustainability. Distinct business models inform user experiences. Google's search engine thrives on advertising, clearly labeling sponsored content as sponsored in adherence to advertising standards. This model leads the market, as users tend to prefer ad-supported services. Studies show 2/3 share this preference. In contrast, ChatGPT began its journey ad-free, opting for a subscription revenue model. A clear distinction arises. While Google displays sponsored content beside organic results, ChatGPT's user responses are free from visible ads. Each model carries trade-offs. Ad-supported frameworks raise privacy concerns due to their dependency on user data for targeted advertising. Subscription frameworks face adoption hurdles, as users often have a limited tolerance for pricing before seeking free alternatives. Both platforms gather substantial user data but go about it differently. AI systems probe user behavior, categorizing and analyzing interactions for insightful applications. Google harnesses this data to curate personalized experiences across digital landscapes, from websites to apps to newsletters. Privacy remains at the forefront of discussions about data collection practices. Both platforms underwent considerable scrutiny regarding their privacy protocols in 2024-2025. Spotlighting how both access sensitive user information with comparatively limited control. Key differences include the following. ChatGPT retains conversations indefinitely unless deleted manually, while Google's Gemini defaults to retaining user activity tied to their accounts for 18 months, although this can be modified to shorter or longer durations. Business users can expect notable disparities in privacy features. Feature: ChatGPT Enterprise, Google Gemini. Data retention. Admin controlled. Deleted within 30 days. Adheres to workspace settings. Training usage. Or no default training on business data. Uncertain if aggregated data is utilized for training compliance. SOC2 Type 2 certified. Supports DPA for GDPR. Free version lacks compliance guarantees access control. Enterprise level authentication. SAML SSO. Limited details on access management. OpenAI's enterprise solutions adopt a stronger stance on data ownership, communicating that you own and control your data. OpenAI encrypts data both at rest and in transit with strict access controls. Administrators of ChatGPT Enterprise can manage data retention periods with deleted conversations vanishing within 30 days. Users must carefully weigh functionality against privacy when selecting between platforms. Both companies continuously evolve their strategies in response to growing privacy concerns and emergent regulatory demands as AI integrates more comprehensively into search experiences. Users in 2025 embrace a hybrid approach, leveraging both Google and ChatGPT to complement their respective strengths while addressing limitations. The tendency to switch seamlessly among these tools is prevalent. Business users increasingly initiate searches using ChatGPT over Google, with about 29% trend-setting this behavior. Their search experiences rarely remain fixed to one platform. Often, 30% of AI users conclude their sessions on Google to seek additional links, while 15% of Google users turn to ChatGPT for deeper insights or information. Clear patterns direct users toward optimal platforms. Google shines for shopping inquiries, local insights, and minute-by-minute updates, while ChatGPT excels in creative endeavors, concept clarification, and synthesizing complex data. Hybrid workflows emerge as the most strategic application of each platform's advantages, guiding users through various processes. Research process. Begin with ChatGPT for foundational understanding and research questions. Transition to Google for locating precise sources and verifying facts. Return to ChatGPT for blending insights. Content creation. ChatGPT aids in brainstorming and drafting content, while Google ensures facts are verified. ChatGPT's editing function refines the final version. Fact-checking. Cross-reference information across both platforms, utilizing Google's clear citations alongside the contextual understanding provided by ChatGPT. AI continues to alter our search habits at an unprecedented rate. A third of US adults rely on AI tools for daily decision-making, with 56% of participants naming ChatGPT as an alternative to Google search. Time expenditure varies dramatically. Google users generally locate information quickly, often within a minute, while AI users invest an average of 3 minutes, yielding greater satisfaction. Notably, ChatGPT users exhibit patience, with 43% frequently refining their queries compared to 33% of all internet users. Tim Sanders from G2 Research Insights articulates the shifting landscape. Buyers have moved past the search research list consensus model. Now they go directly to ChatGPT, providing context and asking for 3 options, effectively creating a shortlist. This transition indicates a significant shift from self-driven research to AI-facilitated decision-making. Looking ahead, will ChatGPT displace Google as the leading search engine? OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman offers a straightforward response. Probably not. This statement reflects the intricate reality of evolving search technologies rather than a mere competitive narrative. Google has embraced the AI evolution by reimagining its search capabilities through the Search Generative Experience (SG). Integrating its extensive index with generative AI features, this innovative system enhances user understanding and discovery of topics without necessitating a departure from search results. The tailored Gemini model empowers AI overviews that users have engaged with billions of times, leading to increased satisfaction amid these advancements. Google continuously refines SGE with language simplification, multifaceted reasoning, and AI-structured results pages that categorize content under distinct AI-generated headings. Conversely, ChatGPT navigates through significant obstacles despite its upward trajectory. Operating expansive AI models consumes roughly 10 times the computational power of a standard Google search. Subscribers to ChatGPT Plus experience usage limits, often receiving messages like, "You've reached the current usage cap for GPT-4," leading to frustration when expectations for unlimited access fall short. The Google versus ChatGPT discourse overlooks a broader reality. The future of search is poised to intertwine traditional search engines with AI tools, establishing a hybrid ecosystem. This model will marry the precision of conventional lexical search with the contextual comprehension inherent to semantic search. Users stand to gain from the straightforward power of keyword-based matching alongside the profound insights of semantic analysis, with hybrid approaches emerging as essential rather than optional. In conclusion, the comparison between Google and ChatGPT reveals a vital truth. They fulfill different search needs while vying for user engagement. With Google capturing 93% of the market share and ChatGPT claiming a mere 7%, these figures only scratch the surface of their complexities. These search behemoths have designed exceptional AI systems, each adopting a unique stance. Google Gemini's direct linkage to a vast and live index offers unparalleled access to up-to-date information. Conversely, ChatGPT flourishes in converting information into coherent narratives via its conversational format. Each platform's variations foster distinctive advantages based on targeted search needs. When quick facts, local insights, or real-time data are essential, Google reigns supreme. However, ChatGPT shines in creative endeavors, detailed explanations, or thoughtful analyses of diverse data sources. This mutual recognition of strengths encourages users to adopt hybrid workflows, optimizing their processes by switching platforms depending on necessity. The evolving search environment suggests a blend of traditional and AI-centric methods rather than definitive winners. Altman's assertion that ChatGPT will not unseat Google illustrates this reality. Even as ChatGPT grapples with resource and scaling limitations, Google responds by fortifying its offerings via SG and other innovations. Users exhibit patterns reflective of this dual approach. Many commence their research on ChatGPT before branching out to Google, while others kick off with Google searches, later seeking ChatGPT's insights to delve deeper into their findings. This hybrid strategy underscores how users maximize value from both platforms. Hence, the question of which is superior, Google or ChatGPT, fails to capture the essence. No single tool can effectively meet all search demands autonomously. The real battle of 2025 is not about replacement, it's about their complementary nature. Together, traditional search efficiency merges with AI-driven comprehension to forge a vastly improved information ecosystem, one that neither could create in isolation.